kind of came in a little bit with their backs against the wall. Having lost at home to Alabama, but Alabama was the defending champion in our league, a really good team. And I thought Florida played great. Mike White does as good a job against us as anybody. Did a fabulous job with his ball screen defense. They found a way to score on us attacking the basket. Castleton did a great job on the inside. And turn us over. But I thought that when Jabari got in foul trouble, Jalen Williams, did a great job in the first half. I thought that when we got down one, Jabari Smith and KD Johnson kind of took over late in that game. I thought Al was really good late in that game, really productive, getting downhill. And so, we keep getting better. I thought we were a little fatigued tonight. I thought, for the first time, the grind of the season may have been a factor. I may have practiced them too hard this week in preparation for Florida because we just did not have our legs.
All right, BP, we're going to start you off the question for Mark Murphy.
Bruce, were you happy with the work on the boards tonight, of rebounding?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I thought we did a pretty good job with the defensive boards, to limit them to less than about 25%. They normally are 37% offensive rebounding team. Jabari had 5 and Walker had 8, and Dylan did a good job on the board. So I thought our bigs rebounded the ball pretty well.
It seemed like late in the game, you didn't give them many second shots when the game was on the line. Did you see that? Yeah,
I thought that was a factor. And then obviously, those guys, Wendell and KD and Jabari each rise up and make shots. But I did think Florida probably ran out of gas as well at the end of that game.
All right, Jordan Hill.
Bruce, just how big do you feel like Jabari's 3, Florida cut it to 1, and it seemed like they kind of had the momentum? Just how big do you feel like that shot was, and kind of feel like you guys were able to hit that one?
Well, their pressure bothered us. Their pressure bothered my point guards. I'm not happy with how our point guards broke pressure tonight. But coming off the ball and getting it to either Jalen or Jabari was pretty good. Jalen got downhill a couple times and scored in transition. And Jabari got that pull-up 3. And that's kind of point guard coming off the ball. And so that was really positive.
Bruce, did you down there? I think about 10:59. Did you ask the referee for his Christmas list? But the follow-up, how tough was not having Kessler out there and Smith for extended periods with your interior defense?
It was tough. I thought Dylan and Jalen did a good job, but you're right. Both Jabari, Walker fouls out and Jabari's in foul trouble. So, he sent Castleton to the line 11 times. Florida was in bonus after 4 minutes of basketball in the second half.
Can I follow?
Sure.
How do you, coach it or teach it to get guys to not foul in those ways? I don't know a better way to ask you that.
Well, no, they fouled because he called them as fouls, so those are fouls. So we got to do a better job of defending without fouling.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Nathan King.
Bruce, what does it say about KD being able to bounce back? Only 2 points in the last game to having a big showing here. What do you think of his performance?
He's a dangerous man. He just is. And, they can't stay in front of him. And, he drives in there and there's so much contact in there. And a lot of times officials think he initiates contact. Yeah, he sure does. Whether he initiates it or not, there's a lot of contact in there. So he did a great job getting downhill. And we had some things game planned for our guards to be able to get get downhill, Sepp get downhill, but nobody, KD did it as well as anybody.
The broadcast at South Carolina kind of showed you talking to him on the bench, when he was obviously frustrated in that game. Just what was your message to him, and how did you respond in this?
Well, he did great. Just next play, you can coach him as hard as you love him. I love KD. I coach him hard. By the way, I stole that from Pat Dye.
Coach, time for two more. We'll go to Noah Phillips next.
Coach, I think I already know the answer to this. You said earlier you may have practiced too hard this week. Does that mean you're going to go any less hard for Bama?
Yes, absolutely, Noah, absolutely. I can't see after a late night game tonight. I can't see us doing much tomorrow. So therefore, we're going to have to go Monday, the day we travel. So I'm going to have to practice on the day and get them on the bus. So it's tough. It's kind of tough to have the late game on Saturday and then play again Tuesday, but on the road. But that's just how it worked out. So yes, I definitely will back it off tomorrow. They need to recover.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good win.
We're going to wrap you up with a question from Jeff Shearer.
Bruce 3-0 in the SEC and all 3 wins by double digits. Can you give a big picture look of this first little section of the season with a big rivalry game upcoming?
You know what, Jeff? I just I didn't. You gotta take them one at a time. You gotta win the one that's in front of you. Our focus is try to win and get better. Clearly, we'll have to play our best game Tuesday night at Alabama. They've got some unbelievable wins. Their speed, their quickness, their athleticism, their ability to shoot the three, the way they can guard. You talk about a dangerous team. The way they handled Gonzaga. So again, we'll focus on this one coming up, and try not to get too high, try not to get too low.
Talking a little trash on the field? Yeah, we get it. Trashing the state with litter? That's terrible. Keep it clean. Keep Alabama beautiful.